Hi everybody, it's Liza. It is January the 7th of 2014 and this is Talk to Me Tuesday. I have had a busy 2 weeks with the Christmas holiday and the New Year's holiday, and my job was wrapping up at the museum and everything, so I've had a very busy 2 weeks. Unfortunately, I haven't done a lot of crafting. I did do some. I needed some additional holiday cards to send out. There were some people that I had left out and I needed a few more. So I made those, but I forgot to take pictures of them before I sent them. So I probably made about 10 more holiday cards. But I don't have pictures of them, so maybe hopefully people will post pictures of them and then I can show them to you, but I don't know. They're cards, they get to choose what they do with them. So I don't have those, but I did make a few of those. Other than that, because I was working almost the past 2 weeks straight with only 2 days off, I really didn't do a lot. I would come home and I would crash on my couch and that would be the end of the day. But the past few days, my job completed itself on Monday, yesterday. So the past yesterday and today, I have been working on some new projects, and one of them was completing the messenger bag. I know I showed this panel before to everyone, so you guys have seen this panel before. It is, it's a race car driver's logo. It's the logo for him. His name is Tanner Faust, so it's a T and an F for his name. Yeah, so I finished this and I used Jennifer's tutorial, guidelines, whatever she wants to call it. I used Jennifer's instructions on how to make this into a messenger bag, and it has some nice pockets here. And I am going to actually mail this off to Tanner Faust himself. So that's kind of exciting for me that I got to make something for, I got to make something for the person that is on the front of it. So that's pretty cool. I'm also currently working on my last baby gift for a while, or at least I really hope it's the last one for a while. I am doing a ring sling currently, and it is unlike some other baby slings that I've made where you just put it over your shoulder and you can put the baby in. Ring slings have these rings on your shoulders that you can adjust the strap on so you can carry the child longer. As they get older, it can adjust and become bigger for the child and everything. And it also, I've discovered, is much better for individuals who are overweight or having trouble losing the baby weight or plus size. I've discovered these work a little bit better than the other ones do. So I am currently making a baby sling right now, and it is being made with this fabric right here, which I found on clearance recently at Joann's, and I just thought was too adorable not to use. And it's kind of a corduroy-like fabric, so it's nice and sturdy. So I've done that, but other than that, I don't really have a lot of crafts to show you. I do have one more thing to show. My sister, for the holidays, got me a quilting book that I am in love with. I am a huge fan of the Jim Henson Company and Sesame Street and children's television in general. That's actually what my master's degree is in. That's what I want to pursue a career in and everything. Hopefully one day getting to work for Sesame Street. So the big thing for me was my sister found this Muppets quilting book, which is pretty awesome. It is 15 patterns of different Muppet characters, and it's applique. So I know Fandom and Stitches has some Muppet characters that are paper pieced together, but these are applique. And so the nice thing about the applique, as I was telling my sister about it when I FaceTimed with her so that she could see me opening them, what I was telling my sister, the nice thing about now having the paper pieced ones on Fandom and Stitches to use and these applique ones to use or I can now make a quilt with actual interactive features of it. With the applique, I can use fur much easier than I could with a paper pieced pattern. So the monsters can actually have fur on them. So that is kind of really exciting for me. Big Bird can have feathers. So that's kind of really exciting. And the other really cool thing about it is in the back of the book, I'll just show this page because that's what I turned to. The back of the book has actual quilts that were made for people who work for Sesame Workshop. So whether it's a baby quilt or a retirement quilt or anything like that, and they have some of the characters in them, and they are, I mean, they're just gorgeous quilts, and they have stories about who it was for and why they made this quilt and all of that. So I think that's really awesome that that's included in there with those stories. So that's my geek out moment, was I opened this and I said, best gift ever, because she was really worried I wouldn't like it. I love it. So she did good. But yeah, that's all I have. Now I'm back to full-time crafter status again. At least for the time being. I've got several job interviews coming up that hopefully will mean something. Oh, there is one more thing I want to share. I actually had a friend of mine create a new logo for my crafting company, Handmade Heart. The other logo, which was like kind of a heart with different quilted pieces on it and everything, was really pretty, but when I would put it on quilt labels and everything, it just got distorted so much that you couldn't tell that it was quilt pieces. It just looked like random fuzzy lines and everything. So I needed to I needed to make the logo be more simple, so that it could transfer better and have a better look on quilt labels and on the back of cards and things. So I had a friend who is a graphic designer create a new image for me. I drew out several ideas that I had floating around in my head. He drew out some ideas he had in his head, and he digitized them and changed the colors on them and everything, and showed them to me and said, all right, which one do you like? Which was rather awesome that he did that, because I know that would cost a lot of money for him normally, and he did it very cheaply for me. So he made this logo for me. And so my business is Handmade Heart, so it's a hand with a heart in the palm. And I drew that out as kind of an idea, and he ran with it, and I love the way it turned out. It's very rustic, it's very basic, and I like the way that it turned out. So now Handmade Heart has a totally new image, which is great. But that's all I have. That really is all I have this time. So I will talk to you guys next week, hopefully.